Whatever.
Hi Playmates! Iris is here in her white crochet swimsuit looking all nice and fine, and here I am trying to pull her because, well, again, I feel like I kind of repeat myself over all these videos, but these units look really fine. They look really good. And not to mention, I didn't know that she has a very interesting passive that removes barriers. So I wanted to see how that actually works out. As I mentioned in my PvP video, I'm also interested to see how any of the PvP dynamics will change based on having her on the defensive team. The only thing is, I don't have enough zest right now to pity her. So I want to understand and hope that I get some her early on. Oh, yes! 5-star. Good sign. I'm gonna be very happy this time. I'm not gonna be sad if I don't get any kind of Fate Core right away. I'll be very happy with even a lot of faded characters. I'm getting to the point where maybe I'm kind of thinking of God. Oh, there we go. Yes, come on. And Anastasia it is. So that's a good point there. So I'm getting to the point where I may be building up more than one of the same faded character for tag team purposes, as well as maybe if I climb up the ranks and I'm getting into like the higher PvP levels, I may be able to use them in the separate tiers or teams instead of trying to diversify a little bit depending on kind of what kind of team setup that I want. As I kind of mentioned, I don't really implement a little bit too much strategy into my PvP. But maybe as I progress into the game and I dive in a little bit deeper and get to understand these units a little bit better, I may have a use for building up multiple faded characters, because I am actually getting quite a lot of copies of them. For example, Anastasia, I have quite a lot of her. Sabrina, I have quite a lot of her. And now I'm getting quite a lot of Bailishes as well. And instead of trying to put them together to get a chance at another favorite unit that I don't have +5 transcend yet, it may be better for me, I think, to try to maybe grow another unit and gear them up for a second or third team in PvP. Iris, one other thing that I really liked about her is the screenshot that I saw of them turning into little rubber duckies. That's so cute. Like, how cute is that? It's really some added touch to the whole summer theme, and I think it was a very good move on Exos Heroes' end to make it kind of interesting. Okay, now let's getting back to and concentrating a little bit more on what's going on here. At first I thought these summon animations were really nice, but these summon sessions really go on for a long time because you really can't skip these legendary and faded hero animations. And that just tells you a little bit about humans, right? Like, even the things that you think are gonna be really cool and that you really like, over time, it really becomes a part of your life. And it's hard to, appreciate some of the things that you originally appreciated, and you start taking things for granted. I'm really, really hoping that, as I live out my life and as I experience new things and as I gain new things and I grow and grow older, I'm hoping that I'm continuing to be able to, appreciate. Oh, that's Diaz. Yes, okay. I have my summer Diaz. As you guys know, I was able to not pity him. So hopefully that I'll able to transcend that with that. Yes, Gucci. See, appreciation brings you good things in life. Baraka. Yes. Okay, so this is my second copy, so I'll be able to transcend him as well. Like I said, just trying to be a bit more appreciative of everything that we have in life. And that I think in turn will bring even more good things to you. Like, for example, like I know a lot of friends and acquaintances of mine, they're they get, or even myself or some of my friends, maybe even you get a new car, you get some new clothes, maybe you earn an award. a lot of times, we have that momentary happiness, and then, as days, weeks, or months, or years go by, you kind of forget that feeling, and you start wanting more, and you start getting a little bit greedy. And hopefully we all kind of learn to take things that we have every day with the appreciation that we use, the more that we age. And that comes with, like, friendships. I've been kind of thinking about this a lot as well, where once you kind of are with somebody for so long, you kind of take some of their kindness and things for granted. And I think we really should take the time to appreciate those around us, especially during these hard times with the COVID-19 that's still ongoing, that we really take the time to spend, moments with our families, with our friends, to let them know that we're really appreciative of every single little things that they do. So that was getting a little bit sidetracked, but let's get back here to the summon session. As I said, I don't have enough zest right now to pity her, and I know in a previous video, my Degas video, we were talking about how because I actually had relatively good luck with him, that I may not have that with Iris here. Here's my 8th pull going in. Okay, no, don't get into the dumps now. Like I said, we're gonna be happy. And get a legendary. Napping Pan. Okay, I don't have him +5 yet either, so that will be great. One thing that I'm kind of thinking right now, as I'm getting all these faded characters, I'm starting to run into more and more items in the game that I'm running really like low on. I mean, I'm still playing pretty consistently, but things that I'm constantly have gold, abrasives, and now it's like faded gear. For whatever reason it may be. Oh, so many Miras coming out. Mira, you're attracted to me now. Anyway, so with all the forging that's going on right now, sorry, not the forge, I guess it's the forge, the airship forge, I'm getting less and less faded gear, and I'm not sure, maybe that's just me, but especially for like the faded weapons, the rate seems to have gone down. It could be just me. But like normally, every other day I would get a faded weapon, but now it's like maybe once or twice a week at most. Okay, come on. I'm kind of getting close to Zest out-ish, so hopefully this is it. Iris. So depending on how she works out, I probably will try to switch her out for Anastasia on my team and see what it does. Again, it's kind of hard when you can't like pick your heroes as you know what the opponent's team is gonna be like. But I do have Iris already, I believe, at 6-star. I just need to put the Faith Core on her. I was kind of waiting for it to come out. So, Alexei, okay. A legendary character that I actually haven't really touched. So I've been kind of raising her up in preparation for this. I've been waiting for this. So, hopefully she doesn't fail. I guess she can't really fail, per se. But hopefully she ends up being pretty good in PvE and PvP. Yay, Gucci! It is. Yes! Okay, finally! Goodness gracious, finally! This is my second copy of Rera, the first one being the one that I pitied for the first Guardian Rera. Rera is one of those units that I've been really rare of. Like Jin I still don't have either. Valentina I don't have. Oh, Sharpay! Awesome! I think with her now, I've completed every single legendary character. That's good. I have to check my journal, but I'm pretty sure she was the last legendary unit that I needed to fulfill my entire journal of legendary heroes. Okay, so that alone in itself is also really worth it for this summon session. But as I was saying, like, yeah, I'm still missing quite a few faded characters, and some of the faded characters I keep getting are like Anastasia, Baelish, Sabrina, So those are the characters as I kind of mentioned that I probably maybe growing in a second copy of them for other tag team matches. Especially if I end up getting another gold fake core of those, which I kind of doubt, but you know, you never know. You never know what life's gonna bring. You know, life's like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get, right? Alright, so 12 pulls in, 3,000 zest left. I really hope that this works out. One thing that I'm glad that they kind of did. Yes, good, another shiny. It is oh, awesome. Talia. I haven't used Talia in a while. I kind of benched her because I mean I really like her as a unit. I really like the fact that, you know, you get some heals and as well as damage as a nature unit. But unfortunately, she's been kind of sitting on the sidelines ever since yes, another couple of Ds as well. I think that makes it +5 for him now. Well, I've been playing a lot with other Fate Core units. But, you know, overall her design, how her hair like braid like ties up in the back, and she kind of has like that Star Wars Princess Leia vibe. So I really like her as a character, and I really hope that I get back to using her in my teams as well. He's a shitty character, just as a character in the game. I probably won't use him because I just don't like how he's like a traitor. One thing, the worst thing is ever is like traitors. If you ever watch like a drama or a movie, like one thing that I can't stand is like when there's like a traitor. Oh, nice. There's like a traitor character, like a traitor, and you know that what they're doing, but the main character that they're going against doesn't know what they're doing. Like I feel so like that I sometimes can't even watch and that the rest of the episode until that kind of gets clears out. So yeah, I probably won't be using him even, you know, unless like he's required for like a special dungeon later on or something like that, but definitely will not be touching him. Anyway, so getting back to Iris, which is the main hero of our summon session here today. I like what they did with her hair, where they got rid of her bangs and did like a side sweep. I used to have bangs like pretty much all my life, but recently, like maybe like a year or two back, I started like pulling it off to the side, and I think I kind of like that better. Like that whole side sweep. Oh yes! Another shiny. Let's see. Barnabas. Awesome. I did recently get his Fate Core as well. The little lolly version, the little cute princess version, so that'll be really nice for me to transcend him even further. So anyway, so her hairstyle is definitely on point, and that white the swimsuit I think looks really nice on her too. The image, the opening screen, her body looks a little bit distorted in that image, but she does look really like gorgeous and pretty, like that, really elegant. And hopefully, you know, this is kind of like a spoiler, I think. So spoiler alert, like spin back another 10 seconds if you don't want to hear it. But I think she's like Maher's daughter, right? So they have like similar hair colors, but she has like the same hair color as Barnabas. So I kind of wonder what might be going on there. I haven't really read too much into Iris, unfortunately, so hopefully, you know, as the story unfolds and the next chapter is released, we get to find out a little bit more about her background and where she's coming from, what is she doing, and what we can do about her. Come on, Iris. Come on. I'll be back. I've been just talking and talking that I didn't realize I'm out of zest. So, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Hello all, so I'm back with a little bit more zest. And how I got the zest is actually I was upgrading some of my heroes, and for whatever reason they gave a special deal where it's like 1,000 zest. What was it, 2,000 zest for like half price, so it was one of those hot. Oh, yes! Come on! Come on! Jin! Oh my gosh! Are you serious? Wow, okay, great. Yeah, like I said, Jin is like one of those characters that I don't have yet. Awesome. Yeah, I used to be into the whole emo look back in high school, so he kind of reminds me of those days. But I'm gonna definitely try him out and see what it does. Hopefully I also get his fate core sometime, the little manga. I think that's like hilariously adorable, so I definitely want to pull for that later. Anyway, so the hot deal. So most of these hot deals that have been popping up are like a waste, but you know, when I saw that coming up and I knew that there's no other option in the shop that would give that much zest for that diamonds. Oh, not diamonds, the little crystals. What do you call those? Anyway, so I grabbed those, and so with that zest I'm gonna pull along with some of the other zest for my dailies and the achievements, and we are gonna get Iris. No, not Iris, okay. But still faded. And faded that I don't necessarily need it. I don't know. I haven't used it. I have his black fade core, as I kind of mentioned in a few other videos. But he's not really my type of guy, unfortunately, so I haven't really given him a chance, but I probably will later on. Zephyr is really a nice character too. Come on, Iris. I got the special for you, so you have to come out for me. Come on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey guys, so it's my third pulling session for Iris. And if you might have noticed, yes, I caved in again. So Iris, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for her, and I can't like save this like urge to get her. So I had a little bit of a, oh dear. Okay, come on. Another Anastasia. Yeah, I probably have like enough copies to like +5 the second of her. Anyway, so I have gotten a gift, and I decided to spend the gift on this. Don't judge, but Iris it is. Come on, the only thing I'm hoping for, I mean, this is my last draw. Like, I'm not gonna spend any more on Iris. So if I don't get her from these, I'm not getting her from these. So I do have self-control, so this is like my last final. Okay. This is like my last final. See, another Sabrina. Goodness gracious. This is my last final straw. So Iris, if you don't come out here, I'll just sulk for a little while and hope that you come out for me on some other units. I mean, I do already have 2 Summer Festa units, so I mean, if I don't get Iris, you know, I can't be like mad, I guess. Because especially because like Valentina is another faded unit that I don't have, and I know she's also a gold fade core for the Summer Festa unit lineup. But you know, I say that to try to make myself feel better, but if I don't get her, you probably might hear some crying on this video. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't cry over that, but you know, it is kind of disappointing. Like these things really draw me in, and thankfully, you know, I used to be a lot worse, like back in the days when, you know, I really couldn't like help when there was like a new gear or new unit that came out, and yes! Come on! Iris! Thank goodness! Oh my gosh! Goodness gracious, I thought it might be one of those things where I might be getting another fade core instead of the actual banner unit. Thank you, Iris. You're the first unit that came out as the fade core on the banner on the first try. Okay. I feel good now. So, while the rest of the summon is going on, like I said, I used to be a lot worse, but when you know, try to put things in perspective, and what these actually mean, like, I'm all for, if you have the means to do it, please, you know, you can spend on the game if you like, to, you know, give yourself some kind of form of entertainment, especially if you work hard. Like I work full-time, and games are like one of the outlets of entertainment that kind of to relieve stress. So I definitely recommend doing that if you have the means to do so, and as long as you don't keep yourself overburdened. I just had to put things into perspective, and when I actually saw in the old times exactly how much I had spent, I set my budget, and I know what I can spend on a given month. So as long as I stay within that limit, and then you also do too, and keep a healthy understanding of what you're actually putting into the game, I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining. I'm glad that I have Iris finally. So I'm gonna try putting her on my team and diving into some PvP and see what she actually does. Oh, she's just gorgeous. Alright, I'm so glad that I didn't pity and got on the 20th pull. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope that you guys had a fabulous luck as well. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time.